Okay, hi guys. Today we're gonna do banner analysis. We're gonna get Type-0. This is the first banner. Mm, so there are two 3-star base units, Jack and Trey, and then 4-star base 7, and then of course the grand prize is Ace, 5-star. Uh, about these units, they give you bonus on the event that's coming as well on the same day. Alright, so we're gonna do a short uh, analysis of the different units. Alright, okay, so let's start. Okay, so first we have Trey. Trey is the 3-star base, one of them in the banner. Trust reward 20% mag and SPR. Not fantastic, not worth grinding. Just no. Base stats at 5-star, not very high as well. HP is low, attack is low, defense is low, just not a good unit entirely. Uh, Trey is a DPS, if you can call him DPS. I've looked through his skills, and he can only use bows, hats, clothes, and rings. Yeah, so I looked through his skills, and only thing I found noteworthy was free shot, this skill right here. 30% chance 3 turn stop. This is a single target stop skill. If you don't have Noctis and you want to troll people with stop, then this is the unit for you. Other skills, the modifiers aren't great at all. He has Barrage, and an interesting skill that is 300% AoE one hit physical attack with 1 turn delay. So you cast it, it doesn't happen until the next turn. So maybe it's sort of like saying the arrow needs time to fly. Alright, so all in all, not a very good unit. Limit Burst isn't fantastic. You're never gonna want to use it. It's an AoE, one hit fire physical attack. Ignores 15% of defense, but it's just not good. Alright. Okay, next unit is Jack. Jack is also a 3-star base. His trust reward is I think you can call it auto limit, where it gives you more limit burst crystals per turn. It's situational if you really need it. You will probably never want to grind this. It's not that strong a TM. I mean, if you happen to pull like 20 of them, fuse and get it, it's just not worth it. Okay, so he's also a physical DPS. Attack stats are a little bit higher at 118 at 5-star. Defense isn't that good. All the stats aren't that great, to be honest. Equipment selection is decent. Daggers, swords, great sword, katana, hats, clothes, and ring. Of course, everyone can use a ring. Uh, okay, so the limit burst is a self-sacrifice AoE one-hit physical attack. So you lose HP and then you deal the damage. Not a great limit burst. Let's put it that way. Okay. So there's a one-hit KO skill, which is like Fences, one-hit KO. It's a chance for you to deal death. That's how I read it anyway. He has Blade Blitz, so it's good for clearing trash in explorations. 30% chance to counter physical attacks. This is just meh. I mean, you want it sometimes. It's interesting for some. 20% attack and 20% attack with Kana. This will bump his stats a little higher when you use a katana, but it's just not strong. He has flurry, which is also a barrage, and he has cheer, so you don't have to use Fina, Raffia for this buff. It's an AoE buff, so yeah. Flash break. Flash break is the skill, uh, the only one of the only breaks that he has. It it pales in comparison to Elza's 50% defense debuff, of course. Uh, all in all, not a good unit, but he's a 3-star base, so he's supposed to be trash. I mean, for future banners, of course. Some are good. TM isn't worth it. Same with Trey. You get better TMs from Shantoto and all that. You'll never need plus 20% mag and SPR. Yeah, that's what I think. Uh, yep, alright, so we go to the 4-star base. 7. Alright, so 7 has TM that is like Tilif's. I believe it's a materia. It's 100% all ailments resist. This is decent. When will you ever use this? Arena? Mostly arena. Or for your healer. Or the unit that can help you remove ailments like COD. This is a decent TM. Is it worth farming? If you have all the other prioritized TMs done, yep, you can grind this. Whether it's worth to pull for the TM, not really. Because Kafka is a 3-star and he gives you accessory with ailments resist, so if you really like a sprite, sure. Alright, let's look at the stats. 6-star stats aren't high. HP is decent, MP is okay, attack isn't that high, defense is alright. Uh, Strangely enough, Mag and SPR stats are pretty okay for I don't really know how to categorize her since she has magic skills as well as abilities. I mean, you could build her in a funky way to be a mage, but you wouldn't really be able to make the most out of her. Alright, anyway, let's carry on. She can use daggers, sword, and whips. Not a good selection, because what you want is katana, of course, for blade mastery. Not a good selection of equipment. Limit burst, 230% AoE, one hit physical attack, and 80% paralyze. Okay, so this is an AoE paralyze. The chances of it actually proccing is pretty high since it's 100%. I'm understating it. Uh, it's good if you manage to be able to use it in arena. That means that your arena fights take that long that you are able to have enough limit burst crystals. Could be interesting. Magic spells, Fira, Blizzaga, Cura. Very small heal. Blizzaga is standard among all mages. 20 MP, 180% AoE. Fira, you can use this to clear missions where you have to use a fire element. Right, 8 wall. She gets a 10% all elements resist innate, plus 30% mag and 20% defense. So this makes her sort of a hybrid unit that does attacks and magic at the same time. Uh, Not that good, to be honest. Single target, 80% attack. It's not a high modifier. 30% HP drain, not high as well. Uh, Osmo's Whip is a 30% MP drain. The attack is just negligible, no point. Alright, so she gets Focus. Focus is a skill that you have on Cecile, which is a 3-star based tank. If you do not want to bring a tank, you can bring 7. HP 20%, evade attacks. Okay, so you have to use a turn to actually evade attacks. 230% single target, one hit physical attack. Is this skill good? No. Why not? Because you debuff SPR when it's a physical attack. So even with dual wield, you're not gonna do much damage. And it's sort of pointless. Elemental Whip, 180% single target, one hit magic attack, and single target 50% minus resist of elements. These three right here, fire, ice, and thunder. Is this a good skill? Modifier is really low. No, it's not a good skill. Because only fire element weapon we have now that's actually decent is the event katana. Chirijiraden? Yep, I think so. You could find a use for it, but the MP cost is really high for that lower modifier on the attack, on the skill. So, not that good. Okay, enhancements. This is what you can look forward to in the future. Elemental Whip at max is 230%, still not high. Uh, minus 70% fire, ice, thunder resist. This could work in the future if you really, really, really do not have a better unit. Because we're gonna get a lot of fire weapons in the future, as well as there is a fire sword in the future, I believe. The thunder weapon that we get in the future is a great sword, so she can't use it. Ice weapon, in my memory, I don't think we have a decent one in the future. That's a TM. So no, no point. Osmos Whip enhancements, modifier is a little higher. It's a waste of gems. I mean the enhancement rocks, if you want to call it that. 50% all elements resist, so this makes her a COD with a huge cost. Because it's going to cost you a lot of rocks, stones to help you. Exclusive material, stun finisher, critical hit, 210% single target, one hit physical attack, and 50% paralyzed. This could be useful on certain bosses. So if you do end up with 7, you might want to get this from the event. Yeah, all in all, 7 isn't a unit you really want. To be honest, the 3-star base are not units that you really want as well. But if you pull on the banner, you're gonna get a shit ton of them. And they're not gonna help you in any way whatsoever. Other than easy TMs if you pull a lot, of course. 4-star base isn't that fantastic as well. Not worth pulling for. Alright, so we're gonna go for the grand prize, which is Ace. Ace is a mage. I mean, he's a mage that is very, very random, which means you cannot depend on Ace to do the DPS, the damage that you want. I'll explain why later. Trust reward is 30% mag and 20% MP. Oh, it's not a TM worthy of a 5-star base. So no, not worth it for the TM at all. Uh, Stats are fine at 6-star. It's pretty decent. Attack is 119 and mag is 147. Slightly lower than Dark Fina. These are base stats, of course. You can pot him with all your pots you get from Arena. It's just not that fantastic. Equipment selections. I believe this is rod, so it's dagger, rod, throwing weapon, clothes, hat, and light armor or something, and accessories. So black magic affinity is 7. You can equip Blizzaga on him to do the damage for you. Other because he has Firaga and Thunderga innate. Decent mage skills, I guess, for AoE clearing. LB fuel rate 200%. Okay, we're gonna talk about this first because uh, this means that you get 2 times faster LB fuel rate, which means your limit burst fills up faster. Obviously, I don't really know how to explain it to you, but he just gets more crystals when you attack. His limit burst is 270% at 5 star and 290% at 6 star. This is a single target limit burst. It ignores 50% SPR, so it's going to do a lot of damage, but it is a limit burst. You do not have it at your beck and call. You cannot just cast it whenever you want. It is a decent limit burst, don't get me wrong. It is fine. It's okay. But it is not something you want to rely on. Basically, his unit is not something you want to rely on. Life deck, this is his heal skill, where he heals himself. So you have 70% chance of 40% HP recovery, 20% of 70% HP recovery, and a 10% chance of full recovery of its HP. This is for himself. It's a single target for himself. It's not a good skill. You'll probably never want to use it on his turn at all. MP 10%, this is whatever. Attack deck. Okay, attack deck is his attack skill with magic. It is random. The chances of him using 180% AoE, one hit magic attack is 50%. So as the percentage goes up, the modifier goes up as well. It is very, very random. And the chances of you getting a 320% AoE one hit magic attack is 5%. So what this means is you can cast it 100 times, it's going to happen 5 times. Basically, very random. Not a good skill. 30% mag for a mage is pretty nice. Support deck. Alright, this is I do not think it's a good skill, to be honest, because the chances of stop is still 30%, no matter what percentage you land on, what you hit and what your RNG gets you. It just lengthens the time that it stops the single target unit. So not a good skill as well. 20% SPR, auto refresh is always a decent skill. Evade attacks, you have to waste a turn, of course. Spirit deck. Okay, Spirit deck is a skill where he casts it and then he regens his MP for himself only. So it is not a decent party skill. It does not help your team in any way. This is for himself. The MP that he recovers, so you're gonna spend 20 MP for the highest percentage chance, 70% for 30 MP. So you're gonna get 10 more MP. This is not a good skill. Tri Laser, the only decent skill he has, 280% AoE one hit magic attack, with ignore SPR 25%. This is his only decent skill, in my opinion, but it costs 65 MP a pop, so it's gonna cost you a lot in MP. It's AoE. Yeah, okay, so we go through the skills, and my opinion is he is not worth pulling for at all. Right now, at least. His enhancements are interesting, to be honest. We're going to talk about his enhancements. LB fuel rate is 200%, and you gain, at max, 2 limit burst stones a turn, and 40% mag extra. Alright, so what this means is this is a passive, so he gets 40% mag passively increased. Wait, let me phrase it another way. Uh, when you enhance him, he gets basically a free 40% mag after you use his rocks and all that on the enhancements. This is very nice. Alright, so his mag will get exponentially higher because of this enhancement. Try laser. Okay, so try laser becomes a random skill at max. Uh, 10% chance, it's pretty low, but you get a 2,250% 2,250% AoE, 7 hit. So this can chain magic attack, which ignores SPR, and it reduces fire, thunder, and light resist by 75%. This is very nice. It can help your team in the future when we have enhancements. It is a strong skill, mainly because 10% chance to cast 2250% AoE. It is very strong, but this is like months in the future. So you don't want to pull for Ace just because his enhancement is pretty nice. But this does not make him a unit that is worth pulling for at all. He can come as a troll rainbow, fine, but don't pull for Ace because of this enhancement. Spirit deck, uh, it becomes an AoE MP recovery skill, so he becomes a MP battery for your team. It's so subjective. If you really, really like Ace and his sprite, then you want to enhance this so he can actually be used in your team. Alright? Subjective, so make your own opinions on whether you want to pull. Cut cards. This is his exclusive material from the event. Randomly use 320% one hit magic attack plus. Alright, this is AoE, alright? AoE one hit magic attack plus ignore 25% SPR. I'm not gonna go through all of it unless you want me to. Oh, okay, fine. 25% chance for. So it's basically you got 4 different skills, and it's just random. So you can't depend on it like all his skills are. It's not reliable, but the skills are decent. Except this one, 30% chance for one turn stop. This does not help you in any single way at all. One turn stop is basically nothing. It's just one turn. In arena, it's not gonna help you at all, in my opinion. But 1 out of 4 times, you're gonna get 30% three turn stop, which is AOE. All of it is AOE, of course. So you might want to farm and grind this material in case one day you do end up with an ace and you do intend to use him. Yeah, farm for it. Why not? Alright, let's go with the sprites. I have these 3 units from the banner. I do not have ace, thank God. Alright, so this is 7. This is a sprite. Her sword is an interesting sword that can extend. In a way, it's quite kinky. Yeah. Anyway, so she has a TM that makes you immune to all status, which is nice. Nothing stops until you get the new healer, which is just released on Japan. But we'll talk about that some other day. Uh, Material slots are 4. Equipment selection isn't that good. Again, I'm going to repeat this, not good at all. But she's a nice waifu sprite to have, I guess. This is Trey. He's an archer, as you can see from the bow. TM is not that fantastic, as you can see. SPR and mag, 20%. Yeah, I'm just not gonna elaborate. His sprite, he shoots arrows, jumps. This is Jack. The equipment selection is decent. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you the sprite because I already talked about it just now. I do not have Ace, so I can't show you that one. Yep, I think that's all for the video. So make your own opinions if you want to pull for this banner. My suggestion is save your tickets for a better banner like Orlando. Granted, Orlando's banner isn't that fantastic. He is the main prize of that banner. So if you're pulling on Orlando banner, it's like you're going for broke. Orlando or nothing. Alright, so anyway guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe the video, share if you like it. And alright, I'm gonna go. Take care guys. I hope you enjoy my banner analysis videos. Alright, see ya.